What up? What up? So I know what you're saying immediately. Like, what the fuck? You said Donkey Kong 64. I gotta be honest, I contemplated it, and I said, you know, I could, but I just had a lot of potatoes for dinner, and I've been lethargic all day, and I know that I'd much prefer playing a simpler game, and I never completed Donkey Kong Country 2. So, tough shit, guys. Tough shit. I don't think anybody's gonna complain. You know, it's gonna be the same thing anyway. But, Hardcore Friday? Nah, like, probably 2 streams. If you play Donkey Kong 64, get the Swap Anywhere mod. No, I will not do that. God, no. Fuck no, disgusting. How can you not play this Monkey Monday game? Yeah, right? Do you have bananas on hand for consumption? I have bananas, but I stupidly put them in the refrigerator, so they're all, like, blackened and, like, rotten. I think they're still okay to eat, but, yeah, the thing is, I can't leave bananas out in the living room or anywhere. Banana flies everywhere. And then 2 turn to 4, 4 to 8, 16, like, and then I have the same fucking problem of, like, oh, I gotta do this soap trap again, you know? Freeze to make a smoothie. That's not a bad... Dude, as a kid, my mom made the best banana milkshakes. Super simple, alright? Sweet as fuck, vanilla, like bourbon vanilla ice cream, alright? 3 scoops of those fuckers. Alright? Get your milk, full cream, banana. Alright, that's all you need. Puree that shit. You know? Boom. So simple, so good. You know? Did you know that monkeys are not that big fan of bananas? It's okay for their diet, but that's it. I don't think a simian creature will mind whatever the fuck they're eating as long as they can find it. You know, it's like, well, what's the other thing that people say? You know, birds don't like bread. Or it's not supposed to eat bread. I mean, we kind of make bread, but, you know. I don't know, any monkeys in chat respond to this? But yeah, you know. Have you ever tried gorilla biscuits? Isn't gorilla biscuits like crack? Or whatever, heroin? Whatever that fucking shit is. What is it? New York City Hardcore. I'm familiar with the name, I am. I literally am. Didn't we make that in Schedule 1? It's Fent. Biscuits made for gorillas. Bread is just calories and doesn't contribute to a full bird diet, but a starving bird won't give a shit. I mean, fuck me for doing that, but as a kid, I used to enjoy going to the city with mom. We just have the stale bread, throw it out to the swans, those unappreciative dickhead swans. You know, like, you give them food and they still fucking wheeze at you. Like, what the fuck? I'm feeding your ass. Swans are assholes. Why did I kill the Pope? So fucking crazy. Yesterday I played the Jesus Christ game. And around the same time I end the stream, the Pope dies. And I'm like, wait, on fucking Easter? It's still holiday? What? Did you hide the evidence? It's kind of like, it's kind of weird. Like, I mean, I don't really have an opinion about it, but the whole Pope thing, I mean, rest in peace, I suppose, but, it's very, like, it's a tradition that is, like, cared from, like, some real medieval stuff. You know what I mean? Like, here's a guy that represents, like, one of the closest guys to God, and we're gonna have, like, oh, that guy died, new one. Like it seems like a movie plot. And it's like that's real life. Pope wasn't even Catholic. It's older than that, yeah, you know. But, you know, hey, that sucks. Let's see here. We never finished Grun. That's right. We never did. Petition for Joey to be the new Pope. Whenever I think of the Pope, I always think of this one Whitest Kids You Know skit about the new Pope. And it's a skit. The whole idea is that you get one free root beer when you're Pope. And, you know, the last Pope records a message to the new Pope on like a DVD player. And he's like, well, you're the new Pope now and you get one free root beer a day. However, if you don't drink this, like, it's a root beer or whatever it is, like some sort of beverage, it's like, that doesn't carry over to the next day. You get one a day, but it doesn't like, oh, I haven't drunk it for 3 days. I got 3 free ones. So it doesn't overlap, you know. Hard to be said too about a pope dying, since to be a pope, you have to be really old in the first place. I hope the pope got to play through MatPat's copy of Undertale before he died. I just wonder what route he did. How long was this guy? I mean, I'm not up to. Why am I talking about the pope on this shit? How long was he? In you know. No, I know how old he was, but I'm like, 12 fucking years. 12 years. Oh, he's... Wait, was this the Pope that literally got to play Undertale for MatPat? Or, well, he obviously didn't, but... Yes. That's crazy. That's crazy. Why did he do that? What a strange move. For the funny. Vinesauce existed longer than the Pope has. Wow. It was part of a program where he interacts with young people. Yeah, but the Pope... Actually, it's funny you bring that up, because I read on the internet recently that the latest saint was a kid that passed away, and he was like... He ran a website for, like, miracles and stuff like that, and he was sainted into an actual, like, saint when he passed away from like the church and stuff. Saint of the gamers. I mean, that's crazy. Saint PlayStation or whatever. Come on. What else was I gonna mention? I mean, I should probably conserve this to the topic when we're playing the game, but I just like shooting the shit at the start of the streams. There was something else I was gonna bring up that was like kooky news around the world. So that imagine leading a prayer on Xbox 360 voice chat. Oblivion trailer tomorrow, holy shit. Oh my goodness. That wasn't what I was gonna bring up, but that's pretty nuts. I started reading Steel Ball Run and it rocks. Love those boys. I'd say like Steel Ball Run gets really good at the end. I mean, it's all good, but you know. One of the first clips I ever saw of you when you got a custom mouse cursor and you shouted, "The Pope! The Pope!" Doom the Dark Ages trailer. I'm not gonna watch that now. I guess we'll double down on that like tomorrow for 2 trailers. I'm probably the 100th person asking, but have you seen the latest Doom the Dark Ages trailer? One step ahead, man. What do you think of the Blue Shell incident stretched to 1,000 hours? I saw a little bit of it made me laugh, but hell no, I'm not gonna watch all this. It's like a Paul stretch. Why are you streaming in the middle of the night, dumbass? Because I like it, man. Oh, here's what I was gonna bring up. WrestleMania. I fucking watched WrestleMania, and I thought it was very boring. It was a weird bleh. WrestleMania. Fucking Cena wins. Cena wins? Cinema absolute ass. Stone Cold, yeah, but Stone Cold basically came out, you know, and said, what? There's a lot of people out there. Watch right now, 16,000 people. We need a recount. That's right. It's a 500 billion out here in the crowd tonight. Alright, that's all. Remember, drink beer. Hell yeah. And he left. I'm like, what? That's it? Crashing the ATV into a barrier. That was funny because some old lady got upset at him. What? That's a WWE these days. It's really boring. No, I think WWE could be really hit or miss now. I think the last WrestleMania was really fucking good. Like the last one was really exciting. You had the Dudleys, you had Snoop Dogg, you had, you know, Cody Rhodes versus The Rock, and then fucking Undertaker shows up out of nowhere and like drags him back to the Attitude Era. Like that I thought was really entertaining. But I don't know. I think this year was like kind of mediocre. It was like, I saw some other people talking about like it lacked soul or something. Have you watched any of the Super Eye Patch Wolf wrestling vids? No, the only wrestling content I actively watch on YouTube is this guy called Wrestling Bios. Top 5 YouTubers of all time, in my opinion. Tied with Crontendo. Fucking love that guy. Really, really good content. So if you want to see some really good stuff, see Reliving the War. Great series. It chronologically, like, reviews and watches this guy. I think his name is, Ryan? I think. I might be wrong about that. But he watches like every single WCW, WWE episode, you know, the Morning Wars or whatever. And I've learned a lot, you know. They should put you in wrestling. I could actually, I think I would actually kill at wrestling. Because I have like, I have the Mankind attitude about it, where like, I might not like be in super top shape, but to entertain the crowd, I will happily, like, hop on a fucking thumbtack. You know what I mean? You would kill yourself? Probably. You're not actually supposed to hurt each other? Yeah, ECW would like to disagree with that. Or those Japanese death matches. Did you see the Stone Cold crash? I saw that, yeah. I saw it. Guys, it's been a 30-minute intro. I don't want to waste your time anymore. Let's get right the fuck into this. Again, if you're tuning in and you're wondering, hey, asshole, you said Donkey Kong 64 last night, and I'm saying today, I love Donkey Kong 64. I'm just not in the mood right now to play such a long series. Like, I will do it. But for this stream tonight, I'm like, I just want a Super Nintendo platformer. Like, getting into it, collecting every single banana. Like, I had a big dinner, and I'm kind of lethargic, so I'd rather just, like, shoot the shit, you know, with, like, a game from 95, you know. Travis Scott hurt the wrestler because he brought his giant spleefs out there, and he doesn't actually know how to wrestle. What I had for dinner? I had, 2 pork chops, and, like, some air-fried potatoes. And, what else did I have with it? That's it. Dude, I gotta say, dude, don't sleep on pork chops. Like, pork chops is kind of cheap compared to, like, beef. And sometimes I'd say this, a really, really succulent pork chop meal can be as good as, like, a sirloin steak. I know that's like, no. It's all in the seasoning and not to make it too, like, too dry. You know. Succulent Chinese meal? Did you have a huge meal on Sunday as reference to Jesus being able to eat again after 3 days of death? Do you think of trying the Donkey Kong 64 tag barrel anywhere else mod? Anywhere mod? No. When I do Donkey Kong 64, I'm not gonna do it. Because I think it's not in the spirit of the game. Play it as intended. I know some people say like, yeah, but that's dog shit. Yeah, but it's kind of how the game was designed. Honestly. Vinny Slandy. Yeah, but the thing is, like, if Vinny wants to prefer to play it with a mod, I mean, more power to him. We all like our games with different flavors, ironically talking about food again. And I think, like, if you don't want to commit to a 185-part series on YouTube and on Twitch, then probably that mod is for you. But my love for that game, I think, is a little stronger than Vinny's, and I think that Vinny could probably say that too. Like, I love that game so fucking much. He likes it too. But, listen, that's my Chrono Trigger, okay? But, I might be wrong, but I'm probably not gonna check it out. Maybe it's just a thing, maybe, I don't know. But I want to play it the intended way, you know. Chrono Kong. Do you like the mandatory arcade segments? I do. I fucking love them, actually. Jerma streamed with a fetish mod. Okay. Vinny likes Banjo more anyway. Yeah, I know, dude. Let's see here. Past and present. Who is your favorite WWE or any other name it went under wrestler? Gotta really think about this. Ooh, it's a hard question. And I can only pick one, right? Durag Vince. No. It was a Leprechaun guy or Hornswoggle. Okay, I'm gonna say this. It's a toss-up between Mankind or Mankind, Stone Cold, Undertaker. I know it's like, oh man, you're leaving these guys out. It's just Attitude Era shit. Yeah. Undertaker. I went back and after I watched WrestleMania 41, whatever it was, I went back and I rewatched WrestleMania 3 and 4. And I'm sorry, I'm still talking about wrestling. This is boring to everybody. You're like, oh yeah, like grown men pretend fighting TM. Which is not, but still real to me, damn it! For me, like, there are some really good matches in those 80s things. Like, I always go back to that Ricky Steamboat Randy Savage match. I'm like, fuck, this is like how wrestlers fight nowadays. It's like, it's before its time, you know. But there's a lot of like gimmicky shit wrestlers that I like too, you know. I mean, Ric Flair. You know, I like the hype around wrestling. It's almost like wrestling sometimes is secondary to the whole shebang of it. Of like, whoa, you know. Perk Angle. I mean, I always like Kane. You know. I like to watch a lot of wrestling documentaries too. So I said, come back 20 minutes later and pre-stream still rolling. I love you, Joey. Yeah, try watching a fucking Mike stream where like 95% of that stream will be Mike squinting, chewing a toothpick, and like, you know, shit talking with chat, okay? Okay? And then we'll get into it, you know. What about Japanese wrestling? I like some Japanese wrestling too. Yeah, but it's good. That's the best part, genuinely. So this is why I fucking hate Mike. You probably shouldn't say that. You probably shouldn't say that in my chat. Say it to his fucking face, man. I like that. No, I like Mike streams. That's why I keep popping back into him. You know, I like the energy that he has when he's streaming, because you know, just shit talking is sometimes just fun. However, on my streams, I still, like, when I eventually get on with it. Not that Mike doesn't eventually get on with it too, but, you know, I'm not much of a yapper. You know, English is, like, I'm not a native English speaker, so half of the times, you guys are like, what the fuck is this guy saying, dude? Somebody get a translator? Can we get that subtitle, you know, add on Twitch? Jesus Christ, what the fuck is he saying, man? My hands are sweaty. What the fuck? Your English is really good. Yeah, you know, I have a funny story to tell you about that. So, I was in New York City. I was gonna do karaoke with Vinny, Mike, and the rest of the mods. And, dude, fucking, it was Koreatown in New York City. We could not find a single spot that wasn't occupied. right? It was fully booked. And I'm outside after, like, some awesome Korean food, you know, and there's this guy outside, and he was standing outside, and we struck up a conversation, we started talking, and he's like, where are you from, man? Oh, I'm like, oh, I'm from Sweden. And the guy literally says, you don't sound like you're from Sweden. I'm like, what do you mean? It's like, where's your accent? And I'm like, ah! And then a fucking UFO showed up. I'm just... Oof. Losing your culture. I think there's a couple of good English speakers in Hollywood too. What's his name? The guy who played the clown in It. And what's the other guy? It's another guy. He played Nosferatu, right? Not Mads Mikkelsen. No, that's for Danish guy. He sucks at English. Bill Skarsgård. Bill Skarsgård. Yes, that's the guy. Yeah, he hides it well. It's all about hiding it, you know. Robus. Okay, Mats is good at English. What do you mean? No, dude, his accent it always pisses me off. Watching Hannibal, I'm like, yo, where's the subtitles, man? My mom said the same thing once, that you sound like an American, but you did learn English from American media, I think you said. But I can hear a little bit of your accent here and there. I think I stress certain vowels and like weird punctuation sometimes. Like it's not a natural accent. It's like a fucked up bag of like what, you know. But anyway, guys, I've wasted enough of your time. It's been 22 fucking minutes for an intro. This is disgusting. I'm gonna be right back. Sit tight. We got Donkey Kong Kong coming up, so don't go nowhere.